I think we might be live. Maybe.
Maybe.
I believe
I
so.
believe so.
Ladies and
Ladies and
gentlemen, thank you
gentlemen,
for
thank you for
joining
joining
me.
me.
My name's
My name's
Victor
Victor
Nieves. If
Nieves.
you're
If
new
you're new
here,
here,
we
we
just hit
just hit
10,000
10,000
subscribers on
subscribers on
YouTube. To
YouTube. To
everyone who
everyone
has
who has
recently
recently
subscribed,
subscribed,
you're all a
you're all a
massive
massive
blessing. I
blessing. I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you
so
so
very
very
much. I'm going to
much. I'm
give
going
it
to give
just
it
a
just a
second.
second.
Let some
Let some
people
people
pour in
pour
here.
in
But
here.
today
But
we're going
today
to be
we're going to be
covering the
covering the
State of the
State of the
Union,
Union,
which
which
in the
in the
spirit of full
spirit of full
transparency, I
transparency,
have
I
not
have
yet
not yet
watched
watched
any of
any
the
of the
State of the
State of the
Union at
Union
all.
at all.
We already
We
have
already have
Christine in
Christine in
here. We
here.
have
We have
Luke.
Luke.
It's good to
It's
see
good to
you
see you
guys.
guys.
Refurb?
Refurb?
What does
What does
refurb
refurb
mean?
mean?
Reverb?
Reverb?
Is my
Is my
audio?
audio?
Ooh. How's that? I think my audio there is reverb. Check it now. Check it now. I think I might have got rid of it. I accidentally had one too many settings on my my OBS. But I think we should be good. I think there should only be one coming in now. Better. Oops, reverb. I think we're good. Maybe. Fingers crossed. You guys let me know. Anyways, what do you think about the State of the Union address? I haven't been able to watch it. I went to the gym. After the radio, I went straight to the gym. I worked out. I went into the sauna. I looked at my watch and I was like, crap, I think that the State of the Union is on. I just got home. I slammed down like a really quick ham and cheese wrap. And now I'm in the dark. You guys have to tell me about the State of the Union. The only thing I've been able to pick up on, the only thing I've noticed from the State of the Union was apparently, is this true? You guys correct me if I'm wrong here. Did Jill Biden kiss Kamala Harris's husband on the lips? Like directly on, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing posts about it, smooching him directly on the lips. And I'm thinking, what in the world is that? Brianna Spencer asks a good question. She says, can you explain what the State of the Union is/does? If I'm not mistaken, the State of the Union is mentioned either in Article 1 or Article 2 under either the powers of Congress or the President, and it's the duty of the President to get together with a joint session of Congress, so the entirety of the House, the entirety of the Senate, they're supposed to get together, and the President is really just supposed to tell them the State of the Union, and it doesn't have any real legal bearing, it doesn't have any real consequence in any way, shape, or form. It's really just so that the President can say, hey, this is what's going on, and that's kind of it. It's typically an opportunity for the President to lay out sort of his game plan going forward, like, hey, this is what's going on, this is what we'd like to see change, these are certain things that, as the President, I want to tell all of you this, I would like to see, this with the budget, or I would like to see this with the military. That's kind of what it was supposed to be. Now it's turned into, it's very political, just like everything else, but now it's really like a campaign thing, typically. The President uses the opportunity to flex and be like, this is what I've achieved, and this is what we've done, and they'll always tell you, the State of the Union is good. They'll always say that. It's really just like a ceremonial thing. Hey, what's up, Lyle and Pat? Good to see you guys. From Alabama. Yeah, Christine says she did kiss him. Kissed him on the lips. How weird is that? So we're getting confirmation. My eyes didn't deceive me. It turns out Jill Biden walked up to Kamala Harris's husband, the first, what do they call him? The second man, the second lady man, the second lady boy. No, you're not supposed to call him that. The second man, I guess, Kamala Harris's husband, walked up and they just they locked lips. They were smooching it up. So, hey guys, let me know, is my video quality looking extremely blurry? I'm looking at my side on YouTube and it looks super blurry. Is it blurry for you guys? Second gentleman, second man, second gentleman. That makes more sense than second lady boy. It's super blurry. What the heck? What is this? What kind of crap is this? Why am I getting my it what? I don't like that. Why are we getting quality in 144p? Okay. It is? See, Luke says it's not blurry. My display was in 144p. Now I made it into 1080 and everything looks good again. I think we should be good. You guys got to let me know these things. I missed last week's live stream. Let's prank Vic. Well, you can't prank me if you're telling me that you're going to prank me. I'll know what's going on. Now you can't fool me. It's too late. You'll have to figure out a new grand scheme, something that you can try and pull a fast one on me for. But anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? I want to do like Q&A. We haven't talked in a minute. So what's up? What's everybody been up to? How is everyone? I kind of miss doing these more often back when we used to do that. I won't be able to do one next week. We hit 10K. Let's talk about that. Folks, we hit 10,000. I can't believe it. How does that even happen? 10,000 on YouTube in such a short period of time. It wasn't that long ago. We were at like 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4,000, and then just everything went crazy. Anasia, no, I am not single. I am very, very happily with my wonderful girlfriend, Caitlin. She might be in the chat somewhere around here, but no, sorry. Patricia says it's blurry. You got to be kidding me. Eva says, howdy from Anchor Point, Alaska. Man, people from all over the place. Where's everybody from? I know where some of y'all are from, but I don't know where everyone's from. Now that Ava Stovall, something like that, says, hey, from Alaska. Now I'm curious where everybody's from. Let me know in the chat. YouTube always defaults video quality to the lowest, even if you have it set to the highest possible thing. You have to change it back to 1080 yourself. Okay, well, that makes sense. If anybody's getting bad video quality, check that. Maybe it's just that the setting, oh, my goodness. I just banged into the table. Maybe the setting is off or something. Virginia. Gabriella, I didn't know you were from Virginia. That's cool. Florida. I knew that. I knew Cynthia was from Florida. I knew Frederick was from Alaska. I knew that. Let's see. Let's see if there's any surprises. Hallelujah, 10,000. I know, it's kind of crazy. Luke, I knew you were from Ohio. Western Kansas. I didn't know you were my neighbor. I lived not far from Kansas City for a couple years. I lived in Warrensburg, Missouri, not far from there. Angel is from Tejas. I like Texas. I'm going down to Texas pretty soon, actually. Won't be long. I'll be down there. California. I knew Christine was in California. That's tough. I can't. I feel for you, Christine. I couldn't do that. Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. What's weird is my YouTube videos have not done well, but I've gotten a ton of subscribers. And basically what happened is YouTube has 2 categories of videos right now. They have short form videos, which is your 60 seconds and shorter, and then they have anything longer than that, which is just your traditional upload. My short form videos are getting like 100,000 views, maybe 500,000, like whatever it might be. We're getting a good number of views on the short form. And that's the same on TikTok or Instagram or any other platform I've ever put my short form content on. It always does really well. My long form YouTube content, though, we get maybe 1,000 views if we're lucky, like really lucky, get 1,000 views. I don't know why. I don't know why it is. I think my thumbnails are good. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you watch the long form videos? I like making them. They're fun. I think that I can cover a lot more than I can in a 60-second video. And YouTube is supposed to like the long form stuff more, but it's pushing my short form, and I'm not complaining. We got to 10K because of it. Angel says, did you watch The Stuttering Man? No, I did not watch The Stuttering Man. I can't be bothered. I was at the gym. I hear that is he still on? Is the State of the Union over? Mark says it's hilarious. Him and his dad are watching and laughing at each other. So I guess it's still on. Biden complained about baggage fees at airports. Yeah, he's really going for the hard-hitting stuff. He's really looking out for the average American, going after those high bagging fees, not going after Pete Buttigieg, allowing, the entirety of all air travel to be shut down in the United States for the first time since 9/11. That happened, a month ago? All air travel was shut down because the FAA had a computer glitch and they just, did that. Angel reports that he said to ban assault weapons. From my cold, dead hands, old man. Come and get them from my cold, dead hands. You can't really see it because it's in the background over there, but my so-called assault weapon, it was over there in the corner. I was just messing with it earlier. Still going. Frederick says no attention span. It's true. People have the attention span of a goldfish. It's like a 7-second attention span of the average American. And so I understand why short form content, sub 60 seconds, is what's become really popular. He's doing his angry old man bit. Should we figure out a way to watch it together? I'm sure I can find it on YouTube. Here, hang on. Let me check something. I can probably pull it up on YouTube. Hopefully we don't get like a strike for this. State of... It's hard to type with one hand. State of the Union. We'll find a live stream and I'll just pull it up. Joe Biden delivers the State of the Union address. Incredible. Let me see. Window capture, live, State of the Union address. Check that out. Let's see. Wait, where'd my thing go? Now you can't see me. Bring back Victor. Where did I go? Let's put it over here. Come on. There we go. We're figuring this stuff. I used to be tech savvy with this stuff. I'm not tech savvy anymore. Okay, we'll see. Is he still rambling? Oh, they're all standing up. Must be something important. Now, the question is, can I play it? Audio output capture. It's been a second since I did all this techie stuff. We'll throw up an audio output.
We made real progress. We passed the law making it easy for doctors to prescribe effective treatments for opioid addiction. We passed the gun safety law.
Checking to see if it's picking up my voice. Let me know, folks, if we're getting a reverb.
The ARPA-H drive for breakthrough in the fights against cancer, Alzheimer's, and diabetes.
We're getting a reverb. Yo, why is that doing that? No, stop that. There's a rancid sound now. I think it's time to give up on old Joe. I'm not going to lie. I tried my best to cover it. We did our part. We tried. We tried to cover it, but it's just not worth it. We did a State of the Union address one time. Yep, there's reverb. We're picking up Victor twice. Okay. Not doing it then. He talks about red flag laws. That doesn't surprise me. He sucks. When will Biden drop character? He's committed to a lost, confused old man joke. No joke. He couldn't pronounce the Ukrainian ambassador's name. I was rolling. Priceless. Are we good now? I think we should be good on the reverb. I don't think that there should be any reverb. Let me know. If there is, I'll mess with it again, but I think we should be good. For whatever reason, I don't remember how I used to do it back in the day. Oh, wait, what's this going on? Why am I seeing this all funky? Oh, there we go. We're good. Excellent. Just as I had predicted. Well, what's up, folks? I don't know what to talk about. I'm all tuckered out. It's so hard to come up with content ideas anymore because everything I want to talk about, doing 2 hours of radio is cool, but it's a blessing and a curse at the same time because you find 2 hours worth of content, and it's like after that, you just don't want to... You got nothing else to talk about. Like everything I want to talk about, I've already talked about today on the radio or yesterday or the day before. It's like, just constantly coming up with stuff to talk about. I still can make short form videos because it's so easy, or like maybe a quick YouTube video here and there, but doing like a live stream, man, it's tough. I don't know what to talk about. If we don't have liberals in here that are giving me free content material to like smack them around, you run into this like, you just run out. The tank is on empty. The Grammys and freaking Sam Smith, man, that's demonic. There's no two ways about it. There's only one interpretation. What's that old thing? Maroon's Razor or Macron? What's the... Something Razor. What's the name of that? Razor. Razor something. Anyways, the most obvious answer is the correct answer is essentially what the Razor thing is. When somebody dresses up, Sam Smith, when he dresses up like the devil and, has a bunch of people doing weird, sick, demonic, bizarre stuff, that is demonic, right? It's not just for fun. Hollywood has this freakish obsession with this, by the way. We all know this. We see it. Hollywood has this freakish obsession with worshiping the devil, and there's all the talk about like, oh, they sold their soul. I think that's literal. I think that's actually what they do. I think they literally sell their soul to the devil for, wealth and fame and all this stuff, and then they go and they just do it openly. Like, they literally just do these satanic things. And somebody in the comments said that we should pray for him. 100%. A comms razor, yes. But anyways, I mean, it's sick. And you think like, oh, how is our culture getting to this point? And then you turn on the Grammys and all of the famous people who are shaping culture, shaping the minds of young kids, they're out here literally dancing and worshiping the devil dressed up. Like, I don't know. How could it possibly have ever, how could we have ever expected it to go anywhere other than where it went when you have Sam Smith doing this? It's so freaking gross. So gross. I can't pronounce that. Occam's razor? Occam's. It's Occam's. That's how you're supposed to. Occam's razor. That's the way I've always heard it. Occam's razor. The most obvious answer is the correct one. Sometimes, not always. But yeah, see, like, again, that's one of those topics where I've already ranted and raved. I've already kind of got I said my piece, you know? My chair is so low. Let's see if that's a little bit better. But yeah, no, I've already said my piece on so many of these issues that it's like weird going back and talking about it again, because I already went on like a 20-minute rant on the radio. By the way, guys, if you're not watching the radio show, I encourage you to do so. It really is pretty good. I would encourage everybody to listen to the radio show. Not watch, I guess, but listen to the radio show. And I'm more than happy if you guys comment while I'm on air. Like if I'm on the radio and you guys comment the way that you do in the app, I'll read those comments. Excuse me. My brain, man, I'm fried today. If you comment during my radio show, the same way that you comment during the YouTube live streams, I'll respond just as quickly. You know, I'll do the same thing there. I would love to have my radio shows be more like this. I do it in such a ranting fashion where I just go and I go and I go and I go that I think people don't talk in they're just like listening. They don't chime in on the app. I would love, though, for people to chime in. So if you like the content and you like what I do, make sure you tune into the radio every day. I'm on for 2 hours. So Faith and ML Colgrove Design says, how are you? I'm good. Caitlin says, Christine, I heard about that too. Didn't know Beyonce had an album. Oh, people are talking about Harry Styles and people being rude. Miss you on TikTok. Yeah, I'm still on TikTok. I have 2 accounts. I have at not Victor Nieves and at Generation Frontline. I still use both of them on occasion. The Victor Nieves one is shadow banned. The Generation Frontline one is not. But I just don't use TikTok the way I used to. I post all my content to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. So if you want the content, it's here. But the live streams I don't do on YouTube as often. I did one the other day, but normally I just get banned for that. They're very open to worshiping Satan because they only care about the physical life, and they're not realizing that their spirit is bound for eternal suffering. It's true, Mark. You're 100% correct. I hate to say it, right? That's not one of those topics that we relish in. It's not one of those topics that we're like happy to discuss. But it's very true. It's very sobering. It's a very somber topic. But they've given away their eternal life for rewards on this. It's a very bad trade. I don't know why people would do that, but they're deluded. It's true. Road King Thor, what's up, man? It had been a while. Good to see you, my friend. He says, PSA, the Grammys happened recently, apparently. I know, right? I didn't even know. Marjorie Taylor Greene yelled at Biden earlier, called him a liar. I heard somebody said that, but I didn't see the clip. I'm sure I'll see it on Instagram later. Pretty clear God is the answer. These people are lost. I pray they seek redemption. Facts. I'm right there with you, man. Update, Biden just said huge like Trump. What's up? Good to see you, Jason. Good to see you, Phoenix. What am I missing? I'm not watching it. What a mess, dumpster fire am I missing out on? I don't know. I'm not watching it either. We tried to pull it up, but it gave me terrible reverb. I'm doing something wrong on OBS, and so we gave up on the State of the Union. We gave up on watching it. Watch this. I've never done this before. Oh, that's going to be such a bad noise. I'm so sorry. That had to be such a bad noise. I'm going to handhold. I'm holding my handheld mic because I don't want to sit the way I was sitting, and it was limiting me in the way that I could face my camera. So, Hola from Tejas. What's up? That was horrible. I know. I'm sorry. I should have given you a warning. I should have muted. I didn't even think about muting the mic, but sorry. Hindsight is 2020. Miss Miranda says, I'm amazed by your wisdom. Thank you, Miss Miranda. I appreciate that a lot. Jack Posobiec released the entire speech before it was done. How did he get the entire speech? That's funny. What a guy. Strange guy, but what a guy. Howdy, dude. What's up, man? What is up? Tim Pool was quoting what he was saying before it happened. That's funny. I didn't know that. That's funny. Joe said that we will need oil for at least another decade. That's interesting. Do you think that that's going to piss off the liberals that are like very much at war with natural gas, our resources and stuff like that? They don't seem to like that kind of language. That's interesting. That's actually a little bit surprising. I'm curious about that. So are some of y'all watching it live? I should have figured out a way. I don't have my other laptop in here. I should have figured out a way to play it live where I could listen to it, or at least like watch it, and kind of figure out what's going on. How long, when did it start? Does anybody in here know when it started? Normally a State of the Union doesn't go much longer than an hour, maybe an hour and a half. One time, man, we watched, I think it was a year ago, we watched Joe's State of the Union address. Made me want to die. I hated that so much. It was garbage. Road King Thor says, I got some wisdom for you. Mix hot sauce in your ranch dressing. Just put some Carolina Reaper sauce in my Hidden Valley. That sounds really good. I'm not going to lie. You got Timcast in your left ear, you on my computer. Bass, that's awesome. Oreos and Cookies says, hello, Victor. What's up? What's up? Still more like a campaign speech than anything. Fair enough. Victor could never handle Carolina Reaper. No. I'm not big on spice. I don't understand the point in it. It just hurts, and I don't eat things to feel pain. I eat things because I think, my tummy likes that. I don't know. I don't get it. The nice thing about a dynamic mic is I can just talk and then move it away. You basically can't hear me right now until I move it back, and then you can hear me again. Let's see. Oh, Caitlin says it started at 8:30. So he's coming up on an hour. He's got to be getting close. He's got to be done soon. Nah, you wrong? About the spice? I don't care for the spice. The ranch dilutes the spice. I'm here for that. That's a good idea. You're waiting for the memes to pop up of the State of the Union. You just got to laugh at the ridiculous eventually. I agree with Phoenix. Phoenix, you are correct, my friend. Oreo and Cookies is becoming a regular. What doth ye say, goons? Wrench, yay or nay? It's a good question. Same with Angel. Should we wrench? Should we do an official wrenching for Oreos and Angel? I feel like we might as well. We don't do these live streams nearly as frequently as we used to. So I feel like it's, if somebody shows up a handful of times, we might as well. We might as well wrench them. But I also don't want to devalue the wrench. You know what I'm saying? If we just give them out to everybody, if we just throw them out like candies, then, the wrench doesn't mean anything. Jason says, explain the wrench. Okay, that's fair. So to the people in here who may not be familiar with the wrench, although that's few of you, the wrench is, it makes you a moderator or an admin? I think it makes you a moderator of the YouTube chat, which gives you the power, I believe, to mute people. I'm not sure if you can block people, but I think you can mute people, certain things like that. It gives you certain unknown powers. We don't actually know what those powers are just yet. It's potentially the power to destroy the entire channel. So with great power comes great responsibility. But I've thrown these wrenches at people. It makes your name blue, and it gives you a wrench. That's the biggest takeaway, is it makes your name blue in the chat. As you can see, there's a lot of examples of that. Most people in here have wrenches. It makes people... Angel says Victor has a lot of moderators. That is true. I have quite a few moderators. I say we make Angel a moderator. If Cookies and Cream is still in here, here's the thing. If Cookies and Cream is in here, then they can get a wrench too. But they have to say something. Otherwise, they won't be getting a wrench today. Maybe next time. But who knows when next time will be? That's the question. That's the question we have to wonder. It's Victor's equivalent to making us blue check marks. That's true. That's true. Frederick says, I second the motion. It seems like we have a consensus. Angel says, let's go. Angel's in here. Watson, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? What's new? Miss you, man. Hey, man, I'm glad to see you in here. I miss you guys, too. I miss you guys as well. I think it's the yays. I think the yays have it. I think we have to officially wrench Angel, but Cookies and Cream, or Creams and Cookie, what was it? I feel like I got corrected. I feel like Jason corrected the record on that it was something else. I don't know where I missed it. Oh, it's Oreos and Cream instead of, okay, Oreos and Cream. If they comment, I'll give it to them. Angel, how do we do this again? It's been a minute. Add as moderator. Donk. That is the sound effect. Now if you comment, you will be a, quote, managing moderator, whatever that means. Watson says, been very busy with baby prep. That's exciting, man. He says, baby prep, nursing, and work. I believe it. Oh, dear Lord. Why is John Thom coming in here and asking me cooking questions? What do I look like, a woman? That's going to get me canceled someday. He says, how many tablespoons are in a cup? Caitlin comes in. She knows these things, for she is a good woman. She says 16. There are 16 tablespoons. There are 16 tablespoons in a cup. Somebody asked earlier. They said, does it make you a prude for not being or for being a little bit confused as to why Jill mouth kissed Kamala's husband? If you haven't seen that picture yet, I don't know if you want to, but Kamala Harris made out, not quite, that's a little, no, not Kamala Harris, excuse me, Jill Biden made out with Kamala Harris's husband. Very weird, very bizarre. Jason's always trying to get me clipped, man. He's always trying to get me clipped. It's Joe Tom? Oh, okay, I got you. Joe Tom. That makes more sense than Thom. Thom would be weird. Swingers. You never know, man. I tell you what, freaking everybody's a swinger these days. These people, bunch of degenerate, godless heathens. Everybody out there is a freaking swinger. Everybody's out here swapping. This isn't Wife Swap, the show from 2012. You're not supposed to be swapping around your wives, you bunch of degenerate freaks. Anyways, that's my 2 cents for the day. They fool around with each other. It's normal for these swinging pedos. I mean, Road King Thor says, even baseball players are swingers. That's cheating. Yo, why is Joe Tom in here asking me trivia? Why are you asking me trivia? He says, name 5 countries that start with an S. Spain. Spain. That's all I got. Your old bosses used to be swingers? Gross, man. Gross. No. That's so nasty. Don't be doing that crap. Captain Creativity says Sudan. Syria. I forgot about Syria. Syria is in there as well. We got Syria. We got Spain. We got Sudan. How did this end up the topic of discussion? South Africa, that's a country too. Sweden, Singapore. Singapore is a country? That shows you how much I know. See, this trivia is fun. Yeah, but I don't know these trivia things. I don't like trivia that makes me feel stupid. This is trivia that makes me feel stupid. If you ask me, like, what year was the first shot of the Revolutionary War fired? It was 1775, little piece of trivia. Most people think it was 1776. That's inaccurate. The battles of Lexington and Concord were in 1775. Don't swing, you might catch liberty. Liberites? What the heck is... I'm confused, man. Am I, like, too young for this? Is this my innocent brain doesn't understand what a liberites is? We saw Joe Biden lie and walk back claims live tonight. I believe that. How on earth do you know that? How do I know what? I'm so confused, man. Y'all are tripping me up today. You had a thought with the recent Grammys. I can safely say, heaven is God's kingdom, earth is Satan's playground. You're not wrong. I think that's kind of even biblical. During what years were World War I? World War I started in 1917. That's what we're going to go with. I know it's not that, but 19-something. Early, it was like 1910. No, 1914 maybe. It was 1914, yeah. 1914, okay. I second-guessed myself, but I thought it was 1914. I even had the going, that's why the was being said, to 1918. I knew it ended by the 1920, because then you had about 20 years until you had World War II, but... yeah, that's World War I is often forgotten about. Kind of crazy. Someone on Twitter said he forgot Tyree Nichols' name. I think he said Tyler. That's tough. He called him Tyler. Oof. Joe Biden did great tonight. He only stuttered 9 out of 10 of his sentences. New record. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. Shouldn't forget the world wars. We may get another. It's true. Really, the reason I think people forget World War I is they just kind of overlook it. With the devastation of World War II, people just kind of don't think about it as much. But World War I, there's a lot of lessons to be learned out of World War I. Like all of the treaties that led up to World War I, goofy. He called Tyree Tyler, seems racially motivated. It must have been. That's the only answer. It was racially motivated. It's tough. Stupid old man. Stupid old man. All right, guys, it is now, well, it's now 9:30. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm so burned out, man. You get burnout in the industry if you're doing, like, because I do radio every day, and so it ends up like, man, you just run out of stuff. You talk about everything for 2 hours every day, and then all of a sudden it's like you get home and you're just out. You're just out of stuff. I don't have any, like that happened with the podcast too. Like doing the podcast was very difficult. That's why we're not producing a podcast every Wednesday. Is I literally just ran out of stuff to talk about. Now that I do radio for 2 hours a day, it's a blessing. It's awesome. But it's like, man, you talk about 2 hours of content. How do you come up with an extra 30 minutes? It's tough. Oh my gosh. Phoenix can gender bend his voice. It's terrifying. It's not okay. It made me want to throw up and hit him in the head with a shovel at the same time. He has, if you don't know, so Phoenix Comment Star has one of the deepest voices I've ever heard. And then he like randomly sends us this video. Him and Jason are in a group chat for like creating audios. Like those two created the audio for the podcast, by the way. Massive thanks to those guys. And so he sends me this video one day, pretty much out of nowhere, and he's like speaking from his deep this is Phoenix's voice, to all of a sudden he just gets like super and I was like, whoa. It was terrifying. Jason knows. Captain Creativity, he was in there. He knows. I said this earlier in chat. I'm going to talk to church kids about boy-girl relationship stuff next week. Answer questions, give advice, etc. What's one piece of advice that you would give high schoolers? That's a fantastic question. I actually spoke one time to a group of high schoolers. It was during all of the mask stuff, and they were starting to speak out for their beliefs and all that. And it's tricky. Coming up with one piece of advice for high schoolers is extremely, extremely hard. Somebody in here, Miss Miranda, came in with a fantastic piece of advice of saying dating is for marriage. Don't date just for funs. Date for marriage. Try and have an objective in things. Watson says do not fall for peer pressure. That's kind of along the lines that I gave that speech on, was just saying people are going to eventually not like you. And if you're doing the right thing, there will always be people who hate you. It's the easiest way to tell if you are on the right track. If you're doing the wrong thing, or if maybe even worse, if you're being ineffective, if you're doing and accomplishing absolutely nothing worthwhile, there will never be any pushback in your life. But if I compare it to a video game, right? If you're playing the old Call of Duty or Medal of Honor video games, and you're going through maybe an underground bunker, or Skyrim is a good example. If you're going through a cave system in Skyrim, and you don't run into any monsters, you don't run into any opposition, everyone who's ever played a video game, you instinctively know you're in the wrong spot. Like if you're not running into bad guys, if there aren't people trying to oppose you, that's a really good sign that you took a wrong turn somewhere. You're not going in the direction that you're supposed to be going. So you turn back around and you find the path that you're supposed to be on. And the way that you know you're on the right path is because people are attacking you. People don't like you for whatever it is that you're doing. That is a really good, I think that's a really good thing for all of us to keep in mind just going throughout life. When you take a stand for Christ, or you take a stand for your beliefs, whatever it might be, you're going to have people who call you names. You're going to have people who push against you. You're going to have those people that don't like you because of that. That's a good thing. That's a sign that you're doing the right thing. They hated Jesus Christ. If they hated Jesus Christ, trust me, they're going to hate you. So to all of the young people who are afraid of that confrontation, they don't like that stuff, I was in that same boat, believe it or not. I'm a very reserved, shy, introverted guy, and I don't like conflict. I'm not a big conflict person, but I was put on a path. I believe it to be by God, and we're here. And that just shows me I'm in the right spot. When these degenerate people come and attack me, it reminds me that, hey, I must be in the right place. If all the right people hate me, I must be doing something right. That's kind of my advice that I gave to young people Frederick says, he says, don't date crazy people. It might be fun, but it's not worth it. Ooh. Captain Creativity says, I might have a nice, godly girlfriend in Georgia. Unqualified advice about long distance. It's extremely difficult. It's not fun in a lot of ways. The time you do spend together is absolutely fantastic, but the rest of the time when you're just long distance, it sucks. It's not fun, and it's very booty. Use FaceTime to your advantage. Talk about stuff, phone calls, whatever it is, and try and spend as much time in person as you possibly can, because that's where it really matters. That's my advice about long distance. It's not easy at all. It's really not easy. Road King asks, should I sugarcoat stuff? Probably not. I mean, it depends how old they are, right? You know. Man, y'all dropped some really good advice in here. Angel just said, my advice is follow God, based. It's very good advice. Watson says, keep communications clear and uncomplicated for long distance. Keep it fresh and do not be too clingy. That's good advice. Not to dink around on first dates. Good. That's good advice. Always nice when I catch a live. Hi. Excuse me. Hi, how are you? How are you doing tonight? I'm good, but you caught the very end of this live stream. We're about to go. We're about to skedaddle. Always have a plan for your next trip. That's true. Always have a good plan for your next trip. And airfare is brutal. You're going to be devastated with the airfare. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go. I'm gonna get myself some actual proper dinner. I didn't really get a chance to eat proper dinner. I came home from the gym, immediately made like a little wrap, and then grabbed my stuff and started the live stream. So I think I'm going to skedaddle. I think I'm going to dip. You guys take care. Thank you for joining me. Keep me in your prayers. Keep your country in your prayers. I will see you all next time. God bless. That's all I got.